Hi everyone, and welcome to the energy update from December 16th till 22nd, 2024. My name is Heike and I'm now about to share with you what my guides told me for this week. With the winter solstice on December 21st here in the Northern Hemisphere, actually those energies are obviously maybe dominant, and the guide said that this is like the sun is born again, or this is what we're celebrating, the rebirth of hope, of new life. After 6 months of less light or diminishing light each day, now we've got the turning point and the new life circle starts. Of course, in nature, if you look around, it's a time of death. And for example, if you go for a walk, everything seems so quiet, tranquil, still. Yeah, the stillness is amazing, but it's not totally still, as we know. There's a lot going on, a lot of preparation. It's like the new life, the spark of life in the mother's womb. That's actually what we sense when we're outside in winter. Of course, some birds also may be chirping, but in general, it's quite calm. But we know something new is emerging, and that's actually the magic of this time, this new that we know, that we sense is emerging, although we cannot see it yet. So you may feel inspired by this hope, by this knowing that new life is emerging, to make some promises to yourself and also to set goals already for the new year. But although we know it's not yet time for action, it's time for deep rest, because as nature shows us, we may feel physically tired, but mainly this may also come from our spirit, because our spirit is tired from the last year. And therefore it's necessary and very useful if you try to find small, simple places in your life, spaces also, where you can rest. And I don't mean that you are condemned to do nothing. I know this is hard for some, me included. I'm a very creative person, but allowing for some more time. You could, for example, in meditation, for example, you could do slow exercise as meditation, which I offer free on YouTube, my feel good workout, Pilates workout. Yeah, that's so helpful from the guides, because you really can process the energies and it renews you. Also journaling, and of course being out in nature if the temperature and the weather allows it. All these slow activities and slowing down consciously is really, really helpful, because with the second topic, which is the chrysalis phase, this is really helpful. You may feel, because we're taught like you need to be constant doing something, and we like doing something because we then see a result of our actions, and we like that. We like to create something in physical form, something tangible, but it's not a productive time, or that's incorrect. It is about the acknowledging of the productiveness of stillness, of slowing down, of stepping back a little bit. Because although nothing is visible, it's a really important time, because we're integrating last year's experiences and insights, lessons, anything that we had. I'm sure that you would never say that the chrysalis phase of a caterpillar, where it transforms into this magnificent butterfly is a waste of time. It's just the time it needs to process and to transform. Yeah? So it's an evolution. And this is also what happens to our spirit in winter. It's this evolutionary phase, this transformation, this little spark within us that then comes to life. And therefore, you may now want to start a dream journal. Not only at night, you could also daydream, and new ideas, plans may come up, because if you are sitting in the calm, if you are resting, this is exactly what may happen, that you get new ideas. Yeah, I just had a little experience like that yesterday where I was very, very long, 2.5 hours on public transport for, it was just taking ages. And although I've always got something, I always journal when I'm there. I write the energies of the day, what the guys offer on Instagram. There's always things, I may be knitting. I've always got projects with me, but I ran out of projects yesterday. It was so long, and then I was just sitting there looking out, and all of a sudden I had some new decoration ideas for my home, which I then wrote down. And that's actually what we're supposed to do, to not go into action yet, but to write everything down. And later on, I could make these changes, So, yes, I could already do it, but maybe if you have a little bigger plan, you may want to wait until your spirit is ready and also the time is ready, because in spring, we get more supportive energies for all this. Which does not mean that you can't start now. Write it down, investigate, get information, whatever you feel called to do. You know that, you feel it from the inside, but it's not like this doing action mode that we're normally in, and that we are also told like we're supposed to be in, this constant running, you gotta be fit, you gotta be, no. Nature teaches us something different, and if we adapt to this and go with it, going with the flow, we're more healthy and obviously more balanced and happier. So, whatever is for you, plans, ideas, etc., will find you if you allow for this space, for this slowing down, for this time. Okay, the message from the masters is resting and slowing down helps you to acknowledge the essentials of your life. So what is really necessary? You will notice that now. Maybe you want to not only acknowledge it, but also write it down, because then you've got it tangibly and you can question it and you can look at it. Sometimes that's very good to reflect a little bit on that also. And what you really need to bring you joy, happiness, and fulfillment. Because that's what you then find out. And that's, of course, very necessary and valuable to keep up your frequency, to keep up your spirit, to be healthy. And then, of course, how can you do more of it? If you write this all down and then you just have a think, okay, how can I do more of that? What do I really need in my life? What surely brings me joy and happiness and fulfillment? And how can I do more of it? That's actually it. And that's it for this week's energy update. Thank you very, very much for your time and your attention. And as always, please subscribe to the channel so we can just share it and inspire other people to be healthy and happy and fulfilled. And there's more from the guides on YouTube, Feel Good Workout Heike Bartels. Please also subscribe to make it possible to process the energies and to release the trauma that we're storing on a cellular level. And the daily dose is on Instagram at Heike Dance. So thank you very much for hanging out everywhere, and I see you for the next update.